Newsflash for the intelligence crew. Psych, psychotropic, psychosis, psychotic, psychic. Look up the definition of the word psi. Even science. Psych means the soul, the mind. So anti-psychotic would be anti-soul, anti-soul. If you have no soul, imagine being at a funeral. That would make you dead. Pharmaceuticals. Greek root of pharmakeia. Sorcery. Administers of poison. Administers of drugs. Witchcraft. Look it up. Let's look at the roots words of planets. Wandering stars. Wandering sailors. Let's look at the definition of space. A lot of room. Open, wide area. Look at your room. And we need a Donald Trump space task force, though, right? Everybody's been to space. It's a proven fact. Even NASA will tell you themselves that they no longer have the equipment to go to the moon. Somehow it just disappeared, right? It was made in a Hollywood basement. Anybody can go take drones and cameras out to parts of the desert. You know, Photoshop exists. Typology. Let's get real here. What I would ask people is, has anybody that believes in God, Yahweh, Yahusha, Mashiach, Jesus Christ, have you ever asked him if anyone's ever been to the moon for real? If it takes 3 days to get to the moon, then why the hell do you got controlled rocket launches that launch and do this bow-shaped flight pattern and then literally lands on a ship in the sea? You can look this stuff up and you can see the truth, and it's been recorded by other people to see it. Let's get real here. Okay, what's the other one? Aliens. Well, we got illegal aliens. We got foreigners. We got the word Indians. Hope you got your green cards for the little green men. Everybody knows that Nazi Germany began also through Nikola Tesla's experiments of building drones, unmanned machines, meaning flight cruisers, meaning spaceships. A plane is a spaceship. A helicopter is a spaceship. It's a ship that you can fly through. It's a place of travel. Okay? Mind you, sound. In order for there to be an echo, there has to be a closed area or a space that's not, it's so small that there has to be echo! Like my room. When you hear a plane or a jet flying, why is it you can hear that echo for so long? We could say because it echoes, it's bouncing off all the things that's below it. Okay, but if that be true, it's so high. It's so high. An echo can only travel so far, depending where you are. If I go stand in the mountains, right? Mind you, when I'm standing in the mountains, mountains are taller than I am. So when I scream, that's where the echo goes. Through the space, and it travels it bounces off of the solid. It's like reverberation. It's like being in the studio. That's why they have to soundproof the studio. So you don't have that echo and that unnecessary reverberation coming off, because it messes with the sound pixels in the song, the vocal levels, and the background noise. That's why you have an engineer that helps deal with all that in the midst of the programming. Okay, now what else should we talk about? Um. Uh. I gotta laugh at COVID-19 because there's so much information that people do not know, and you got the world in fear off of a staged Hollywood show. Like literally, you're in the midst of flu season. Look at all the other COVID or coronaviruses. Look at the back of the Lysol can. We're talking about coronavirus, man. All these respiratory, like you're in the cold influenza seasons. People have sinuses infections at those times. You know what I'm saying? And it's like just looking at, come on, man. And you're not people not paying attention to the economy. What the hell does a cold got to do with the economy? How the hell is the entire world got a cold at the same time? I work in a hospital as security. Mind you, 2 days before I went into my interview, I had a dream that I was going to the hospital and the hospital was halfway empty. When I got to the hospital, I waited for the man that actually works there, has been working there for over 5 years. Mind you, he's also a youth pastor. And all of a sudden, he was talking about the craziness of how everything's going on. And talking about how the hospital is halfway empty. How does that even work when there's supposed to be statistics of thousands of people dropping dead and thousands of cases in the state of Colorado alone? Really? It's cold and flu season, my nigga, period. How many people get colds? And look, if you're coughing and sneezing all over stuff and you're touching people, that's how you catch germs. Then when you're eating and wiping it on your face, come on, man, before anybody even knew about coronaviruses, period. Spanish flu, any of that stuff. People knew that you're supposed to wash your hands. You can go to the Bible and see stuff like this. The same Pharisees that complain about the disciples not washing their hands before they eat. You don't see any connections to any of this stuff. Like, let's get real. The economy is dropping. The Dow, the stock market is plunged. They're shutting down banks and schools. Some hospitals are closed. Do you know that the hospital that I work at on Colfax, they have hired over 25 other security guards and are training them right now. I just went in there the day before yesterday. Because other hospitals have shut down and their employees lost work. So if there's so many thousands of cases of coronavirus in Denver or Colorado alone, why the hell did they need all those people to be hired and come into this hospital? What's so special about this hospital? Why your hospital still ain't open? I'm just saying, like, we've been duped. People are spreading false information. And I wonder how many people are asking God if this coronavirus thing, what it truly is, and what's the real truth behind this medical martial law. Because if you don't know the history of the Freemasons, Bilderberg, Illuminati, all the different 13 families and their names and all that type of stuff like that, you're not going to know what the hell is going on. And you damn sure ain't going to be able to correlate it to to the actual truth of how it's written in the Bible, of the prophecy of God allowing the wicked to do what they're doing for a place of judgment upon America, or New Babylon, if you will, or extension of Babylon. Meanwhile, people are so proud and they're getting angry at people because they're telling the truth about what it actually is going on, but they don't want to study to show themselves approved. They don't want to ask God for themselves for real. It's easy to believe your leaders and follow the laws of the land, but the leaders that are supposed to be following, saying obey the laws of the land, they're teaching you to do anything and everything against God. Your whole societal structure of what you call living in the lifestyle is designed for your sin, to go off your pleasures versus obeying Yah. Look at the truth of religion. How many people don't want to go to church and why? All the rich people, look at their attitudes. Let's get real here. How many of you have forgotten God on your jobs? When you're out partying and stuff like that. Now that you're home, it's a different story. What's really going on? You better look for Yah. Praise Yah, man. Real truth. Let's get it.